Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Heidi with the Minimalist Homeschool, and I wanted to share with you guys today a little bit about positive parenting. I shared in our YouTube live this past Saturday and then talked about it a little bit on Instagram, and it seems like it was kind of a hot topic that a lot of you wanted to discuss a little bit more about. Lily, our 8-year-old, has been having some heart issues lately with fussing. She has been quite the fusser, and it really made me reflect because where is she getting this from? Unfortunately, I think she's getting it from me. I'm a fusser. I fuss, and that is not the type of person that I want to be. That is not the type of behavior I want to model to my children, especially my daughters. I don't want them to be fussers and become naggers, and that's not what we're going for here. And so we came up with this idea and said, what if we have a no fussing challenge? And I said, if you go for the rest of the week and let's have a code word. So if you hear me fussing or I hear you fussing, right? Because usually bad behavior that we're seeing in our children, it's because they're modeling the reactions and the behavior that they see from us. So unfortunately, we really have to look at ourselves first before we can dive into these things. If this is the behavior, the attitudes, the problems that we are modeling for our children, that's what they're going to imitate and do. And so I said, if you catch me fussing or I catch you fussing, let's have a key phrase that's something kind of funny and silly that will make us kind of stop and go, darn it, I did it again. And so Lily is a huge cat fan, and we came up with the phrase, oh my goodness, I love cats. So anytime I heard her fussing or she'd hear me fussing, we'd say that. And so I said, all right, if we try to go for the rest of the week with no more than 3, oh my goodness, I love cats, then you can go to Burger King and we will get a delicious shake, which we never, ever get shakes or anything like that. So that's what we did. And she was so excited. She worked so hard. It worked really well. Saturday we went out, little mommy-daughter date, and we got shakes from Burger King, and it was so awesome. That worked really well. And I shared that with you guys on Monday's vlog, and I shared it with you in the live. And the funny thing about that is it was infectious, because then when we came walking in with the last little bit of shakes in our cups, my other 2 kids, well, that are older, were like, what kind of challenge can I do? I want to do a challenge. So everybody wanted to find some challenge that they could do so that they could earn something yummy. It was funny, just that simple little thing of getting a shake from Burger King, cost me $2.39, I think, just lit that fire under my kids to want to do something, to work extra hard to earn something. So Virginia, she's doing a challenge. The biggest problem we've had with her, she doesn't want to pick up her room at the end of the night. So I said, okay, if you go all week, pick up your room every night. When it's time to pick up, brush your teeth, get jammies on, pick up your room. You do a good job without me having to get on you, you can earn something too. She wants to earn a lollipop with gum inside, like one of those blow pop lollipops. Because again, I'm not big. I don't like giving my kids candies and extra sugar. I really try to watch what they're taking in, especially with processed foods and things like that. So a little bit of candy goes a long way in this house. And so while we were doing that, it really made me think of something that we used to do a lot. And we had great success with it. And to be completely and utterly honest with you, it was my fault. I'm the one who got off of it, didn't keep up with it, wasn't consistent, and eventually just kind of phased out. We call them kisses for kindness. I don't know about you guys, but I would much rather focus on good behavior and the good things, right? The fruit of the spirit, the things that I want my children to be, I want their behavior to be, I want their actions to be. I'd much rather focus on the good things and encourage them than spend my time looking for the wrong things that they're doing. I don't want to have a chart of rules of if you do this, this is what happens. These are all the bad things I don't want to see. I think it's quite simple to make it clear to our children what's right and what's wrong. It's pretty simple, right? We all really have that kind of ingrained in us of what's right and what's wrong. And Proverbs 16:24 really kind of spoke to me, and it does as a parent nearly daily probably. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. I want to have sweet words. I want to, instead of fussing and having negativity and things like that are kind of those bad feelings, that you have coming out of you, I want to focus on the sweet things, the good things, and encourage more of that. And so we had started, like I said, a long time ago, Kisses for Kindness. I had some Hershey Kisses on hand. That's how we kind of started with it. I put them all in a jar. And I said, every time Daddy or I catch you doing something kind, I'm going to give you a candy. Again, we don't eat much candy in our home, so that really perked up the kids' attention. Any little thing that we saw that nothing was too small to be noted for a kiss for kindness. And we would make a big deal about it. Hugs, high fives, kisses, candy, all of the stuff, right? So excited. And the more we were encouraging, from our smallest to our oldest, the more we were encouraging to look for every opportunity to do something kind, it was infectious. The whole family was doing it. Everywhere you were turning, it's like you couldn't do anything for yourself because somebody was swooping in to do it for you because we just wanted to do something kind. And it was really fun. And the kids talk about it all the time. We haven't done it in a while, and they always are like, oh, if we had Kisses for Kindness, that would be a kiss, and things like that. So really, even when you're overwhelmed, even when you're completely outnumbered, there's 4 kids, 1 of me, and then my husband. But we're working and we're busy and we have things. So we're outnumbered. Even when we're together in parenting at the same time, we are outnumbered. And so it can be difficult to keep up on things. But little trick we use is I get some kind of container, some jar, and then a candy. I bought this big bag of Skittles. It was $5. Lily does not really like chocolate. Sometimes we've done M&Ms. Sometimes we've even just used like chocolate chips that you bake with. But Lily, all of the kids like Skittles. So I went ahead and bought this big bag of Skittles. I'm going to put them into this jar. And this jar gets set out on the counter. I like to try to keep the counters clear, not have a bunch of junk, but we put it up somewhere prominent in the house so that way everybody can see our Kisses for Kindness jar. Every time we see any kind thing happen, here's a kiss, and we just keep passing them out and looking for every little thing that we can to reinforce this good behavior. So even when there are bad behaviors happening, bad attitudes, bad hearts, I've noticed quite often that the simple little trick of focusing on the good, and I don't mean this to come off wrong, but kind of ignoring the bad. So if instead of me harping on you for these bad things you're doing, I am just going to look for and focus on the good things you're doing and see the difference that makes. In our family, in our home, it makes a world of difference. And just that little trick, will you please pick up your toy, honey, so the vacuum doesn't get it? Just that little trick of focusing on all the good things really encourages that. It is a great way with our teenager. He's a great help to us. He has many things that he helps out and does. I want to make sure that he knows how much that's appreciated and that's rewarded. And even the little act of having to stop and go to the jar to grab the candy is a great reminder to me when we're super busy, we have a ton of things going on, to stop, give extra loves, give high fives, give cuddles, talk with them, tell them how much you appreciate. Yeah, tell them how much you appreciate these things that they're doing. So this was our little trick that we use. Having little challenges is fun. I think that's fun to do. If there's something specific like fussing, if there's something specific that you needed to work on with your kids, hey, if you go all week with, not doing this or less than so many of these, let's get a special treat, just me and you, something cool and fun, right? No fussing. And then the challenges, those are fun. If you want to do one with every kid or however you want to do it, right? Maybe there's only one kid that you have something really specific that you need to work on. I can just see the top of your face. There you are. But if not, Kisses for Kindness, they're pretty awesome. You like doing Kisses for Kindness?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As long as it's not the chocolate ones that smells really weird.
She thinks Hershey Kisses smell weird, so we don't do those.
That's not my
So that is super cool. That is our Kisses for Kindness. That is what we do. That even there's no charts, there's no things that have to be checked off. It's just a jar with some yummy candy, some yummy treats, something that you know your kids really enjoy. Every little kind thing, kind word, kind action, whatever. Just reward it. Focus on those good things, those positive things, and we want to all strive to have more gracious words, more sweet words coming out of our mouths, because what comes out of our mouth is a reflection of what's in our heart.
I got a good idea.
What?
How about you each give us like one of our little cups we have, and every time we do something good, you put one candy in our jar.
You don't want to eat it right away?
Well, we can eat it whenever we want.
Yeah, you can do that.
Is that a good idea?
All right, Lily B, I know I had some kindness from you this morning. And Virginia, we're going to get you started. Hey, seriously, thank you for all of your help. I appreciate it. And you got dressed and brushed your teeth and everything this morning like a good girl. You're awesome. Give me a high five.
That was good.
Yeah. Hey, seriously, thank you for your help. Getting dressed, brushing your teeth, doing all the things you're supposed to do. Kind and loving attitude, huh?
Yeah.
No fussing.
Nope, no fussing.
High five. I love you. There you go.
Okay.
Also want to make sure to share with you, my Rapture Awareness shirt came in yesterday. I'm so excited. Been watching too much Lucy. Super excited. I showed you guys the sweater that I got from them. It's an amazing family ministry. I'm going to link them down below so you guys can go check them out. They have a couple shirts right now that for any donation amount to their ministry, you can get a t-shirt. These are the new designs that will be coming out in their store soon. They also have vinyl stickers and stuff. Fantastic ministry. They're doing so much. Lift them up in prayer. They will also be writing and telling their whole story for the spring edition of our free homeschool e-magazine, which is coming out on March 1st. So be sure to subscribe and tap the bell, because we're going to be sharing all about all of these things. A lot of really cool things coming out soon that I can't wait to share with you guys. So be sure to go check them out, and magazine's coming out in just a few days.
They're really nice.
Exciting.